Good morning and welcome to Cawfeetawk Tuesday. Yesterday I did a video on how the new Jamie sort of deals with the old Jamie, and many of you commented and wrote me messages to delve into that a little bit more. So I want to explain sort of where that came from. A while ago I learned an exercise where I made a list of all of my negative attributes, the things about my personality that I wished were different. Keep in mind, when I did this activity, I was at a place where I genuinely wanted to be better. So some things that sound a little bit ridiculous, I was willing to try because I knew that I wanted to be a better person. So I figured, what harm? So I made a list of all the things about my personality that I wished were different. The way I reacted to things, how aggressive I got, my cursing. It was long. It was a long list. And then I made a list of attributes that I believe I bring to a friendship with someone else. Why would someone want to be friends with me? What are my positive, strong attributes as a woman, as a friend? And I made this list, and I started to see what attributes from list number 2, the positive list, could help exercise some of what was on list 1. And I began to talk to myself as if I was my own best friend, because I know my value as a friend. I know what I bring to the table. And if you don't start practicing being a good friend to yourself, it is harder to be a good friend to other people. So, like my example yesterday, when the old Jamie, when a lot of my negative attributes came to the surface, when I got reactive, when I got aggressive, when I felt like I needed to be violent, or I started cursing to somehow validate the injustice I felt, I went to the list of positive attributes and I said, okay, if you were your best friend, what would you say to me in this situation? And I'm able to have an inner dialogue with myself and say, this isn't who you want to be. Don't allow outside pain to cause inside pain. And I'm able to sort of have that conversation with myself. A lot of times we lose the fact that we can be our own best friends, because I'm going to tell you, it sounds a little weird, but when you practice it, it becomes one of the things that, well, for me, it saves me in certain situations. Also, when somebody asks me a question, how was your day, or whatever, and I go, fine. It's an empty question with an empty answer. I have now learned to take that empty answer and question myself. You know, Michael will come home and say, how was your day? Empty question, fine, empty answer. What I do is I tap into, if it leaves me feeling annoyed, I have a conversation with myself. Why are you annoyed? He asked an empty question. You gave him an empty answer. What do you wish he asked you? What feelings did you deal with today that you really want to talk about? Maybe, you know, I'm not necessarily going to get Michael to change, but I can change the way that I communicate with him to be a better friend, to allow him to help me so I can help him. So, for example, if I'm feeling outraged, if I felt like there was an injustice during my day, and he says, how was your day? And I say, fine. I have an inner dialogue with myself, and I say, that wasn't true. You felt like there was an injustice. And then I'm able to turn around and say, actually, I felt slighted today. Today, I felt slighted, and here's why. And it allows me to be a better friend, because when I can communicate with myself, I'm a better communicator with other people. Try that exercise. Make a list of things in your personality you know you want to be different. But then make a list of things in your personality, in your person, that you think are wonderful, are great attributes for a friend. And see where things from one list can help another, because when you do that, you'll start to see that you will check yourself. You know, there's an expression, check yourself before you wreck yourself. It's true. I'm living proof. So if you can check yourself, you will become not only better in balancing your own happiness, but the way you communicate and deal with other people. Give it a try. I know it sounds crazy, but it has been so effective for me. Have a great day. I love you.